What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily Rewind, is where we give you all of your tech news from the past 7 days in one single video. And there was a ton of information, official information that leaked out from Samsung about the Galaxy Z Flip 3, Z Fold 3, and watches and colors and the date of Unpacked and all of that. Prices from Korea and prices out here, if they're going to be lower and how much lower, and so much more information. So enjoy this week. Let me know what your favorite news story is of the week, and we'll see you in the next one. First story of the day, why not? Galaxy S22. Now, this phone won't be out until January of 2022, so we're still, 4 or 5 months away from the release of this phone, but it doesn't stop us from talking about leaks about this phone, so let's dive right into this. This is coming from Tron, and Tron's breaking through a little information here, talking about it, saying that the S22, 22 Plus, and 22 Ultra will not have an under panel camera, so you will be able to see the camera on those devices, unfortunately or fortunately, the way however you look at it. January release, like I mentioned. Full res renders in November, maybe. He also says S22 Ultra will feature a 108 megapixel sensor, not a 200 megapixel sensor, so don't get tricked by news publications claiming that it's 200 megapixel sensors on the S22 Ultra. That's kind of what we've been hearing, is that it will have a 108 megapixel camera on the back there, third generation. And 108 versus 200, what are we missing? Let's be honest. It's not really that big a deal. I think the bigger part of this story is potentially not having the under panel camera, meaning that you will see the camera on here. Let me just get rid of that. Right there on the front of the screen. How does that make you feel? Does it make you a little disappointed because you're potentially not getting the latest and greatest technology that is available, or are you happy because the camera quality will probably be a lot better because you can see the camera? Next story is about the S Pen Pro. Now, the S Pen Pro is not out just yet, but you might want to know what phones it's going to be compatible with. And one of the phones, I think you're going to be very happy with this information. So this information was leaked out by the FCC, but Tron broke it down in a tweet here, saying the S Pen Pro Air Actions, which means you'll be able to control your phone with your S Pen, is only available on the Z Fold 3. Obviously, it's not out yet, but S21 Ultra 5G, Note 20 Ultra, Note 20, Note 10 Lite, Tab S7 Plus, Tab S7, S7 FE, S6, all support 3.1 or later, and it charges via USB-C. And here's a little shot of the FCC's submission that shows all that information pulled from. And the big takeaways from there: compatible with the Z Fold 3, again, which isn't out yet, but it will be compatible with it, and it's going to charge at the bottom of your phone in the USB-C port. So it'll probably have something you just pull out and just go. It's going to stick out, kind of like what the iPads did on their first generation of pens. The Galaxy phones are going to do the same thing. So no wireless charging on the new S Pen Pro. And the last story of the day is the price that we're going to see for the Galaxy Z Fold 3. We've had pretty concrete rumors, but we haven't had anything truly definitive. We've heard prices as low as $1,600 to all the way up to potentially $2,000. Well, these are Korean prices, and I did the math on these to equate them into US dollars, so let's dive right into this. So you're looking at this tweet again from Tron, and he's saying that these Korean price bands are for the upcoming folding phones are confirmed. So these prices are going to be the prices over in Korea, and the Fold 3 is going to be anywhere between 1,900 KRWs all the way up to 1,999 KRWs, which equates out to, in American dollars, you're looking at anywhere between about $1,650 all the way up to $1,750, which again is totally in the range of what we've been thinking it potentially would be. The other one is the Z Flip 3 pricing, which is 1.2 million Korean dollars all the way up to 1.280 Korean dollars, and that equates out to about $1,050 all the way up to $1,120 American dollars. So when you're looking at this, you're thinking of the Galaxy Z Fold 3 again, costing about $1,650 all the way to $1,750, or the Z Flip 3 from about $1,050 all the way, we probably guess about $1,000, somewhere in that range, which again all seems completely plausible, and again is a huge price drop from what we've been seeing and expecting versus the Z Fold 2 and Z Fold 1 when those first came out. And then also that doesn't equate and factor in what we're gonna get with trade-ins. Trade-ins, you're gonna get a lot of money. Generally, they give $700-800 for a trade-in. With something like the Z Fold 2 or Z Fold 1, they might give up to maybe $1,000 or $900, which drops the total price of the Z Fold 3 well below $1,000. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. My question out to you guys is, are you gonna buy the Z Fold 3 with all this information that's been leaking out? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day is about the iPhone 12 series. I'm talking about the 12 mini, the 12, the 12 Pro, the 12 Pro Max. As you know, these phones have MagSafe, which allows you to stick accessories magnetically to the back of the phone to wirelessly charge. Maybe you put a wallet, a pop socket. But now they released a new product today, and oh my thing turned on. This product, here it is. It is the Apple MagSafe battery pack. And what this is going to allow you to do is stick this to the back of your phone and give you additional battery life. So it's 99 bucks in America. You can order it right now. And you can see from Ishan Agarwal's little tweet here, it says, will charge fast when paired with an adapter of wattage 27 watts or higher. And you can see it sticks to the back of the phone. And if you have a smaller iPhone, it takes up a pretty significant amount of space on the back of your phone, but obviously you'll get more battery life out of it. You won't have to be attached to a charger. And when we go to Apple's website, they describe it as attaching the MagSafe battery pack is a snap. Its compact, intuitive design makes on-the-go charging easy. Perfectly aligned magnets keep it attached to the iPhone 12 or 12 Pro, providing safe, reliable wireless charging, and it automatically charges, so there's no need to turn it on or off. There's no interference with your credit cards or key fobs either. And it says at your desk, need to charge, just plug a lightning cable into the MagSafe battery pack for up to 15 watts of wireless charging. Short on time, with a higher than 20 watt power adapter, you can charge both the MagSafe battery pack and your phone even faster, and you can track the status of your charge on the lock screen. It tells you the recommended chargers for it. Again, available now. I'll link it down below if you want to pick it up. Does that kind of stuff interest you, the MagSafe stuff, especially these battery packs? Let me know in the comments down below. And the last story of the day, if you're like me and you're always searching throughout this universe and this world for even just a glimpse of a new device that Samsung's going to be releasing, well, we have an official unveiling for Samsung, and it's coming through a YouTube video that they have just posted via their developers website. Well, they're regular Samsung, but it's a developers video for developers on Samsung products and services, and they let the cat out of the bag at 57 seconds of this video, and I'll link it down below. It's literally 1 second of this. It shows the lady holding off the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and she's wearing the Galaxy Watch 4 with a leather strap. You can tell it's the Galaxy Z Fold 3 just due to the size of the device, but also because you can see the camera layout where it shows the flash down below, but then it also shows off this case covers the hinge on the back completely. So it looks like you'll be able to not only get a leather case that covers up the hinge, but also we'll have a leather case for the Galaxy Z Fold 3. And then in another photo, the same developer, the lady that's holding the Z Fold 3, shows off that she's holding a yellow S Pen, presumably making good use of that Galaxy Z Fold 3's S Pen capabilities. First story of the day is about this phone, but it's a similar phone that's coming out this time for the Google Pixel Fold. Google Pixel Fold, which we do know about, and we know that it's possibly going to come out at the end of this year. And this is just reconfirmation of some things that we've heard, and maybe you haven't been watching the show the whole time, or maybe you forgot, but let's get into it. So this is coming from XDA via the way of the Elec, which is a Korean news outlet, and they're saying that Google's foldable Pixel phone will reportedly have an ultra-thin glass layer. And we dive deeper into the article. It says, according to the new report from the Elec, the rumored Pixel Fold will feature a 7.6-inch foldable display from Samsung Display with an ultra-thin glass layer. This falls in line with the previous report from the publication, which suggested Samsung Display would supply OLED panels to Google, Oppo, and Xiaomi. It's worth noting that another Korean publication, ET News, hinted in late May that Samsung has been seeking buyers of its UTG and that Google could be interested. So if you're like me and you love foldable phones, adding the Pixel Fold to this is just that much more salivating and that much more cool. And also the fact that it's going to have a Samsung display and a Samsung display this big, I'm very stoked for this. And I can only imagine they're going to add their own twist of software to it, so we'll wait and see. Next up, as you can see from this tweet right here from Roland Kwan, Amazon has leaked the Galaxy Watch 4. Now, when we jump over to Let's Go Digital's Twitter profile, they also have a tweet saying that Amazon did this and that Roland Kwan found it, but they actually captured some screenshots on the Canadian Amazon site showing this. It's currently out of stock, obviously, but it says, you can see on the left, this item will be released on August 27th, 2021. You can see the price, $471.14, but this is also Canadian dollars, so should be a little cheaper here in the United States. And you can see this is for the 46mm black stainless steel Google Wear OS smartwatch from Samsung. And then their other one shows off, again, the Galaxy Watch for 44mm silver aluminum Google Wear OS smartwatch. This one for $346.82, and ultimately have the same release date as August 27th. So kind of cool to see this stuff out, and Amazon probably didn't want to leak it out, but they did, and there you go. Last story of the day has to do with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 under panel camera, and answers a lot of questions. It's literally a question and answer. A lot of the stuff I was curious about, and I know you guys would be curious about as well. So it's going to answer, I think, a lot of your things that you might have been worried about and maybe hesitating about maybe purchasing the future phone of this generation. So let's check out Galaxy Z Fold 3 under panel camera Q&A. This is coming from Chun, who says, this is his source's first experience with the Z Fold 3 UPC, also known as under panel camera. He will update this tweet over time once his source has more times to test the Z Fold 3. But ultimately, let's dive into this. He says, UPC on the Z Fold 3, the size of the camera where it is, it says roughly it's the same size as the Z Fold 2 punch hole. Could be slightly smaller, but it's roughly the same size, the camera size itself. So whatever. Is it noticeable? He says yes. But if you try to look at it hardly in light mode, otherwise you won't notice it. So you have to be in a light mode setting on the screen and you potentially will see it. Otherwise you probably won't see it. So I guess there's some good and the bad, and that's kind of what I figured as well. Is it noticeable when watching video or scrolling web pages? Nope, not at all. Which is good. So if you want to scroll websites and watch videos, you won't see it. Does it have any weird effects? Yes, rainbow effect, and Samsung is trying to solve that. So I guess it has a rainbow effect. I don't know if that means with the camera or just looking at it, but it's kind of interesting. It probably means the camera. How's the under panel camera selfie quality? It's better than expected, though I still haven't got a chance to see the pic by myself. So there you guys go. Hopefully that answers a lot of your questions about the under panel camera with the Galaxy Z Fold 3. It does for me. I can't really think of a lot that is missing in terms of what I would want to know about it. The camera quality, obviously seeing like samples of what it's going to look like and seeing actual video that it's recorded off of it, and just seeing it in real life, that's really what I would want to see at this point. But it's kind of what I expected. It's a first generation product for Samsung in terms of it being on a phone itself. It might not be the first time they tried it in the lab, but it's the first time being on a phone. So that's what I mean by first generation. So I'm curious to see what they end up doing with it and how it works and how it looks overall. And yeah, I'm red. I have a sunburn. I didn't even realize I had a sunburn. I was out today recording a video that'll probably come out next week or the week after. And it was super sunny where I was. I wasn't expecting it to be sunny. I was expecting it to be cloudy because when I recorded this video over near the ocean in San Diego, we get this marine layer usually that lasts in the morning and heads into the early afternoon and then fades away. But none of that. It was just straight up sun, super sun. Everything's red. Not everything, but my face and my neck. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day has to do with the Galaxy Watch 4 and Watch 4 Classic. As you know, these are going to be announced and released in August of 2021, so next month, and they're going to bring with them some really nice performance gains overall versus the previous generations of this watch. Not only is it going to run Wear OS like we know, but increased RAM and increased storage and speed overall. Check this stuff out. So what we're getting here, this is coming from Sam Mobile, and the first thing we're going to look at, as you can see from the headline, Galaxy Watch 4's new Exynos W920 chip boosts major gains. And when we dive deeper into the article, they say the Exynos W920 chipset CPU boasts 1.25x faster processing times compared to the Exynos 9110 and 8x smoother graphics performance paired with 1.5 gigs of RAM. That's a 1.5x improvement over the Galaxy Watch 3. So huge performance gains. You're now going to be able to cook toast faster than you ever thought before. The other one on here, like I said, is, if you can see from the headline, Galaxy Watch 4 series is bringing a big storage upgrade. So if you get the Galaxy Watch 4 or 4 Classic, Sam Mobile saying that they've been told that those models will come with 16 gigs of built-in storage. So if you're looking to get one of these watches like myself, they're going to have really nice performance gains and storage allotments in there versus the previous generation. Now you'll be able to store music and more podcasts and things like that, more apps, and then the performance overall create a much smoother, reliable, enjoyable, any other able, verb you want to throw in there for this. So I'm excited about this. I'm loving the big improvements on this watch. Are you guys getting one? Let me know in the comments below. And the last story of the day has to do with the Galaxy Z Fold 3, Flip 3, Watch 4, Classic 4, and a special edition that's going to be coming out. We heard the Galaxy Z Flip 3 was going to have a Tom Brown version, but we weren't sure about any of these others. There's even rumors that the Galaxy Z Fold 3 was going to end up having a different designer version. Well, looks like we're finding that information out, who it's going to be. This tweet comes from Tron, who's saying Tom Brown, it is for the Z Fold 3, Z Flip 3, Watch 4, and the Watch 4 Classic. Maybe one more for a specific region. Let me check that later on. But yeah, if you're looking forward to these designer versions of these phones and devices, maybe being something other than Tom Brown, it looks like Samsung sticking with Tom Brown again for, I think, what is this, the 3rd year in a row, or the 4th year in a row them doing this. I kind of wish they'd go with another designer. I'd never even heard of Tom Brown until Samsung did this stuff, which I guess is good for Tom Brown. They're introducing their brand to a bunch of new fans, and it doesn't look bad. It looks cool, but I don't know. I'd rather have a brand I really know about. We have one story today and one thinking piece that's going to make you use your brain, so don't hurt it before we get to that last piece. So the first one is a little update for you. If you're looking to buy my favorite buds right now anyway, the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro, they're on a major sale right now on Amazon, and you can get them for as low as $150 directly on Amazon. So if you want to order them, you can get them in about a day or two, depending upon where you live. You can get them in the violet, you're going to get them in the silver, and you can get them in the black. But ultimately, it looks like the only one that's on sale is the violet. So if you're going to do this, I would do it ASAP, because again, Amazon sales are usually sometimes half a day, a full day, but $150 for some really good sounding earphones, some of my faves. And the last story of the day is about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, a phone that will be announced and released in August of 2021. And we are days and weeks away from this phone even knowing about it officially from Samsung, actually them showing it to us and then it being in our hands. And you might wonder to yourself, what is going to be the major feature, the feature that's going to bring everyone in, the flagship feature of that device? And I got the idea for this story because Sam Mobile put out an article saying, will the S Pen support be the Galaxy Z Fold 3's killer feature? And they said, I don't think so. And just to refresh our memory about the Galaxy Z Fold 3, here's a little thing that Max Jamber put together of the Galaxy Z Fold 3, showing off the size of the display, 7.6-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a 2208 by 1768, 120 hertz display. The cover display will be 6.23 inches, 120 hertz with 2260 by 816 resolution. Then you get the triple 12 megapixel cameras. The front cover camera will be 10 megapixels, Snapdragon 888, 12 gigabytes of RAM, 128 or 256 gigs of storage. No micro SD, I don't think, yeah, there's gonna be no micro SD card on this. 4400 milliamp battery, 25 watt fast charging by the cable, 15 watt wireless power share, so you can charge a device on the back. Come in the colors of black, green, and white. And obviously S Pen support. I don't think, from what we heard, there'll be any water resistance for this. So it leads back to what will be the killer feature of this phone. You do remember also have the under display camera on the main display, and we've talked about this before. At certain angles and things like that, the brightnesses and stuff, you'll be able to see it a little bit, like almost a shaded view of that camera underneath it, but ultimately it'll be hidden for the most part. So at that point, what do you guys think is the major killer feature for the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and what they're really gonna hone in on? And I think it's a good question to ask, because I think overall it should be, in every sense of the word, maybe except the front camera on the main display taking photos, a better phone overall. The camera should be better, the performance should be better, the display should be better. It's probably gonna be brighter, I would assume, as well. You're getting the 120 hertz on the front. The S Pen support is great, but like, out of all those things, what is the killer feature? I think for me personally, it's really lighter. I forgot about that. It's going to be lighter with a lighter design, and a little bit more tough with the displays and the overall body of the phone. So like, what is going to be? I think that would actually be the for me anyway, probably the best feature. The S Pen is cool for most people, I think, that want the S Pen. For me, not so much. I probably won't use the S Pen all that much. I'll show it on video, so I think it would be a good viewing video for people to watch. The under display camera, again, another cool feature to show off to people, like, hey, there's a camera under there. You can't really see it, but there is. Like, it's something cool to show your friends. But in the grand scheme of things, for me, what am I gonna enjoy the most would probably be a lighter, more high quality body of this phone, in terms of it being more reliable if I drop it or things like that. I think that's what I'm gonna probably ultimately take in as the major selling point for the phone. It's not very sexy. It's a good selling point, but not for most people. So I leave it to you guys. Let's get into the tech news. We have two stories today. The first one is about the Galaxy Buds 2. The app for the Galaxy Buds 2 has leaked, like the official Galaxy Wear app that's being updated for the Galaxy Buds 2, again, has been leaked, and we have screenshots of the app, and it gives us some details and a new color for the Galaxy Buds 2. So let's dive right into that first. So this information that I'm pulling it from is from Max Weinbach, and you can see Buds 2 are just cheaper Buds Pros. That's his opinion on those, and I tend to agree with him after some of the information that's being let out in this. But here's the first photo we look at. This is from the Galaxy store about the Galaxy Buds 2. And then when we dive deeper and we take a look at some of the screenshots from here, we can see that the first one shows us that you have active noise cancellation. You can turn that on and off. You also have ambient sound. Ambient sound will allow you to hear what's going on around you. And we've heard at first these weren't going to have active noise cancellation, and then we did. So that's all great. One thing to know, and this is cool, is that you can use active noise cancellation with just one earbud in if you want. Obviously, you can use it with both, or you can use it with just one. This is a new feature coming to the Galaxy Buds 2. It'll probably also roll over to the Buds Pro as well. Touch controls on the buds themselves can be turned on and off. Obviously, you can find your buds. When we go into the earbuds settings, you have the equalizer mode. You can read your notifications aloud. It has Bixby voice wake up, seamless earbud connection, 360 audio, earbud fit test, hearing enhancement, labs, can also reset them. And then when you go in here, you can also see under tips and user manuals of how to place these in your ear. And then, like I said, there's some other photos in here showing off the new color. Yellow, it's almost like a canary yellow, or more of a muted kind of yellow. I don't mind it. I possibly might pick that color up, but probably wouldn't be my first choice. What do you guys think about the Galaxy Buds 2? Are you gonna pick these up after all the information that's coming out? They're seeming better and better earphones, like all the time as more information comes out. So, and potentially with a much cheaper price than the Buds Pro, they might be go buy those instead of the Buds Pro. Who knows? And the last story of the day, just as I was about to wrap it up with all my news stories and be like, all right, I only have one story today, I found this one literally seconds ago, and it's about the folding phones that are about to be released from Samsung. And this looks like it's official information, and it was pulled from Mr. Evan Blass. So, and as you can see from his tweet 8/11, and we dive deeper into the photo, you can see this is from Samsung. I didn't see it on their website, so I'm not positively sure where he pulled it from. Looks like Russia, I guess, because you can see in here it says, the future will unfold in a new way very soon. Galaxy Unpacked, August 11th, 1700 hours Moscow time. Watch the live stream at samsung.com/RU. Again, remember, this is like the Russian site, which I'm kind of surprised it's all in English unless his translated it, but whatever. You can see this is officially on Samsung's website over in Russia, showing that we're gonna get some Samsung Galaxy unfolding phones very, very soon. Obviously the Flip. It's gonna be a flip fold party come August 11th, guys, and yeah, there you go. Let's get into the tech news. First story of the day. If you watched my show yesterday, we talked about a Samsung official Russian website showing off the invite for the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event that's going to happen on August 11th, 2021, where it said the future will unfold in a new way very soon. And I didn't even notice until Let's Go Digital put out a tweet saying it's showing off the colors of the phone, and if you look at it, it totally does. As you can see from this invite right here, it's showing off purple color of the phone, the beige, which is on the right. Next to that, we have the white color. Then we have the green and the black. So again, I totally slipped my mind looking at this, but it shows off the colors that we're gonna get for the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and Z Flip 3. And it's cool that it's kind of, it's a little bit of an Easter egg unless you really hone into what they're saying there. But August 11th is what we're going to see for this event. And I wish I had picked up on that yesterday. I didn't, but I'm glad I noticed it at this point through, Let's Go Digital putting out a tweet about it. But we're not done. We're not done with today's news, because also, Jimmy is Promo, a buddy of mine, and also a fellow YouTuber, does a lot of Samsung stuff as well, put out a tweet today. Before we jump into his tweet, just remember, Jimmy is Promo generally has an inside source where he ends up getting the phones before these phones are released. I don't think he has this one just yet, or if he does, maybe he'll have it soon. Regardless, he goes into depth a little bit about the Galaxy Unpacked event. So let's check out his tweet. And his tweet, as you can see, says the following. We'll dissect this a little. Samsung Unpacked, August 11th is the press release, which we have heard that it would be the press release. And obviously the invite showed that it was going to be August 11th. So that'll be the official unveiling of the phone. August 27th will be the release date of the phone, or as he calls it, the official launch. But ultimately, the August 27th, those devices will be released, all of them by then, that they're going to talk about. And then also, I think the major talking point on here is prices will be slightly less than the second generation Galaxy Folds and Galaxy Flips. Now let's talk about this a little bit, because we've heard that the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and Z Flip 3 will see up to 20% decreases in price from the previous generation. But from his tweet, I'll read the line it goes, says prices slightly less than the second generation. So slightly less to me means 50, maybe $100, not the $300 to $400 price drops that we've been hearing from other sources. I'm hoping he's wrong on this in terms of the price. I'm hoping he's dead wrong. But he's got a great track record, especially with having potential inside source with all this. and having it be so that, you know, this information possibly is correct. I'm hoping it's more than $100 price drop. I'm really hoping it's $400 or $300. But it's sounding like slightly less does not sound very exciting. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. We do the news every single day. What do you think the price drop is going to be? You think it's going to be $100, $50, $400? Let me know in the comments down below what you think the price drop will be for the Z Flip 3 and the Z Fold 3. I don't know. I'm hoping he's wrong, but we'll see. He's probably right. Who knows? Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.